When you hear other people setting appointments, you get motivated and you know that you can do it, and then you try harder and then you will do it.
So Sarah, make follow-up fun again.
I love to talk about follow-up because I make over 100 calls a day. So anybody that doesn't know what ISA or OSA is, it's inside sales agent, which basically like people that just make phone calls and try to connect real estate agents with the people that want to talk to the real estate agent. So we dig through your database and find the gold in there and then say, hey, this is somebody that you need to talk to and help set appointments. A lot of people have a hard time because they're afraid of being rejected. It was hard for me to recruit when I was a new agent because I don't want my peers to reject me. How can you overcome what holds you back? Number one that you have to do is set goals for yourself. Something that we had to do as ISAs is we had to commit to a certain number of calls with a certain number of appointments set. And we couldn't give up until we did that. If you are going into it with a negative mindset, then that's what you're going to get, to be honest with you. If you're going, I don't want to do this, you're going to try to get out of it. And you're going to be hoping that they don't answer the phone or that they just hang up on you. And then you're not going to get the success. I learned a lot of this from Dan. Look, I have my CPI right here. This is my little, that came with the book. This is all from the CPI community that I wrote about, why I got into real estate. And this is all right in front of me every day. Okay, setting the stage. This is something that I think a lot of agents don't have an area that they can make calls in. Make sure that you set the stage and have the right environment for what you're doing. An accountability partner is going to help you to stick with what you say you're going to do. Role-playing calls sound scary. They can be intimidating, but you need that practice. And then, like I said, remember your why. Well, there's my why right there. I have an amazing life. I get to go to real estate events and meet people like Dan. Have fun. This is what it's about. All right, so let's get into how to have fun with this. So the first one is called the candy jar. And this is a statistics thing. It's like every time you get a no, you put a piece of candy, or it could be money, into a jar. So it's kind of like motivating for mindset wise that you see the candy jar filling up and then okay, well, I've gotten 10 no's, so now a yes has to be coming.
Do we get to borrow from it for our curse jar? We get to trade one to the other?
Yeah, there might be a deficit.
Well, if we're using the curse jar, I'm going to get 3 pairs of shoes this week.
There you go. KPI rewards. So I track my KPIs, and on my team, I try to give bonuses to the people that are doing the best. We keep track of who made the most calls per hour and who set the most appointments. Those are all things that we want to encourage and bonus whenever we can. Ring that bell. It's basically like play some sound that means I set an appointment. When you hear other people setting appointments, you get motivated and you know that you can do it, and then you try harder and then you will do it. The word game. Okay, this is a really fun one. Basically, sometimes we get bored with cold calls. Our team would be like, how about if we have to say a certain word on the call when somebody picks up the phone? Like, how are you going to fit the word Hogwarts into a conversation about real estate coaching?
There's a couple of my team members here. In case we forgot or got confused. No Hogwarts to say.
No, it could be aardvark. It's funny what people come up with and how they work that in there. I was terrible at this.
Sarah, I hate you.
Now you're really not gonna like with this one, Dan. Accent improv. So this is another one we would call all over the country.
I love that one.
When I would call Texas, they always answered the phone. They were the nicest people in the way they spoke. They had an accent to me, right? And I absolutely loved it. So if you're cold calling or something like that for someone else or anything like that, or if you're an ISA listening to this, I don't think it hurts when you're setting appointments to have a little fun with a little accent. Okay, this is my favorite one. So prospecting bingo can be done whether you're on a team, whether you're not on a team, and you can adjust it based on what you're hearing as far as objections. So I'm gonna share my screen, and this is the one that I created for this. We did this for the ISA OSA coaching team that I had, and I would give a $25 gift card to anybody that could get a bingo on this. Just giving them a Starbucks card. At least it motivates them to want to pick up the phone.
I was gonna say, are we like hoping that somebody's dead?
No, I don't. I was pointing at that one and I'm like, that's not what I want to talk about. No, we don't.
Oh, if just somebody's dead, I get $25. Bingo!
No, you don't want that. You can take that off too. See, you can adjust this however you want. These are, I'm looking for, I was just looking for a friend. My son was playing with my phone. You can make it whatever you need to make it. That's the cool thing about the bingo card is you can change it.
I like it. I like the bingo card.